What's up, subscribers? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about some updates for a company that I'm extremely bullish about, ChargePoint. In this video, we'll be talking about some recent updates from analysts, talking about what's going on with the upcoming merger with Switchback Energy, and also taking a look at the chart and discussing the price targets and what I'm currently doing with my position. But first, before we get started, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so that you can be entered into the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And be sure to check out the links in the description to get your free shares of stock from Robinhood and Webull if you haven't already. So with all of that being said, grab a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage of choice, and let's jump into it. I've discussed ChargePoint in a previous video, but just so we're all on the same page, it is one of the leaders whenever it comes to EV charging, and they recently announced that they'll be doing a merger with the SPAC, Switchback Energy. ChargePoint was founded back in 2007, and they're currently the dominant company when it comes to EV charging, holding over 70% of the market share. Since the announcement about the upcoming merger, SBE, which is Switchback Energy, is up over 100%. And we recently got some good news, as well as predictions from analysts about what could happen once the merger is official. One analyst, Mark Hake, feels that this could be your last chance to invest in Switchback Energy before it pops. In that article, Hake states that he feels that ChargePoint has the opportunity to move a good deal higher by the time the merger with Switchback is official. One of the main reasons that Hake feels this way is that ChargePoint has forecasted quite a bit of significant growth over the coming years, primarily arguing that as the EV industry continues to grow, ChargePoint is going to be able to position itself to take advantage of that. In fact, ChargePoint even referenced this on their investor relation page, forecasting that by 2026, their revenue will increase to over $2 billion. Although the share price of SBE has run up quite significantly since this upcoming merger was announced, Hake argues that based on the financials that ChargePoint is currently reporting, it is trading at a fair value for a company that has such enormous growth ahead of it. And in fact, he feels that the share price could run up another 50 to 60% and still not be overvalued. Hake's arguments stand on strong foundation, in my opinion, especially as we hear from President-elect Joe Biden, who has stated that he plans to make electric vehicles a top priority of his administration, and he has pledged to build over 500,000 new EV charging stations. That's a ton of potential for ChargePoint to capitalize on over the coming years. But it's not all rainbows and butterflies when it comes to the ChargePoint and Switchback Energy upcoming merger. Another analyst, Thomas Neal, took a more cautious approach in his recent article where he discussed the upcoming merger. In that article, Neal states that despite the rapid growth that is projected for ChargePoint over the coming years, the huge increase in the share price that we have seen since the announcement of the upcoming merger suggests that these factors may already be priced into the shares, and additional near-term gains are likely not going to be in the cards. He goes on to state that while the long-term case for ChargePoint remains strong, in the near term, shares aren't as appealing of an opportunity. But if this stock, or EV stocks in general, sell off from here, he would consider it a perfect time to enter a long-term position. Neal again goes on to state that shares have moved up too far, too fast. With much of its prospects already priced in, he feels that there isn't much value in buying in now. He goes on to state that investors should not chase ChargePoint ahead of the official merger with Switchback. He feels that if EV stocks sell off in the coming months, then this strong opportunity may fall back to a more reasonable entry point. This statement highlights an investing principle that I think is vital for all investors to know. Before you make any investment, you need to know what your goals are. Is this something that you're trying to invest for the short term to have a quick profit? Or is this something that you see a lot of long-term potential in? And is it a company that you want to hold for the long term? Taking a look at SBE's recent 5-day chart, at the time of recording this video, you can see that it has been on a nice pullback. And I argue that whether or not you're a short-term investor or a long-term investor, this might be an excellent buy-in opportunity. I personally love ChargePoint as a long-term investment, and I easily can see it going up 10 times compared to where it is now over the next 5 to 10 years. I personally have been taking advantage of every pullback possible to continue to build my long-term position. Now, as far as the official merger between Switchback and ChargePoint goes, it was initially rumored that this merger was going to take place on December 15th. Well, as you guys know, that day has come and passed. And based on the recent filings with the SEC, it sounds like we're now looking at sometime in January of 2021 for the merger to be official. This is definitely something that I'll be tracking closely, and whenever I have more information, I'll be sure to let you guys know. What are your thoughts on ChargePoint, and where do you think it's going in both the short term and the long term? Is this a company that you would consider investing in? Are you already invested in this company, or are you just waiting to see what happens? Be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think. And while you're down there, be sure to comment and let me know what other topics or stocks you would like me to talk about in future videos. As a reminder, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a certified financial planner. I'm a resident physician with an interest in personal finances and investing. Please make sure you're doing your own research before you make any financial decisions. If you haven't already, be sure to check out this video about how to participate in our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And please be sure to smash that like button and click on the subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm and to help support my channel. Thanks everyone. Have a great day.